Hi, this is Peter Dax Clairvoyant here, and I'm doing your astrology reading here for Aries. So this is Aries October 2019. So Aries October 2019. And I just feel so with you, Aries, now. I've got you sort of coming more forward, stronger. It's like you're standing up for yourself, but one or two of you may be looking back a little bit or going back to a situation. And do you know what? I'm not saying that's wrong, but let's sort of focus on the going back a little bit first. It's not a bad thing to do because sometimes it's good to see what you've done and where you've been and who you've connected with, because it can be then to key to where you're going. But just don't dwell on looking backwards too much, as otherwise you're not focusing on what you should be doing and where you're going. And that's the real key. So yes, have your moments of flashback, but don't go there too long. Don't delve into it too long, as otherwise you might start feeling like you're living in the past, you're not focusing on what you should be doing and where you're going, and all it's going to do is just delay everything and in a very negative way. So don't do that too much. So yes, look, yes, analyze, yes, connect, but keep it in balance with everything else that you've got to do. And I do also feel though, like I say, with looking back, I do feel like some of you as well will be thinking about going back to a situation. And I'm not saying that's wrong to do, but just make sure it is the right decision. Because ask yourself why you were thinking about moving forward in the first place. Those things haven't really gone away. You've maybe become a bit more settled, a bit more calmer, but it's because you've made some changes. It doesn't mean you should be picking up the past. So think very carefully that it is the right thing to do. If you feel that you've got to, because sometimes we need to go back to realise, we haven't made the wrong decision, and then we can move forward whichever way we feel so is best, by all means. But if you're if and ahhing, I would hang on and keep looking forwards, because all you were doing is you've just gone so far, you've reverted all back, you've wasted your time, your effort, and making all those changes, and you could have really gone out and found what you're truly looking for. Okay. Now, I do get the feeling now with relationships a little bit. For some of you, I just feel as though who are together, I get the feeling of trying to sort of tidy things up a little bit now and put things in order, things that haven't been right. But I do get the feeling one or two of you, that's good. But there's another one or two of you as well, where I just feel so you're not really settled where you are. It's almost like I feel so you need somebody with a bit of energy, a bit of charisma, and somebody's got a bit of get up and go to make things happen to be around you. And then that really challenges you and gets you where you need to be. Because it's like if that passion isn't around you, you're just not feeling it. And I just get the feeling there's a couple of you connecting with somebody who like a bit cold of the emotions. And I'm not saying it's bad, because sometimes when we're strong enough, we don't mind that. But do bear in mind, you Aries, you are passionate people. And if you're not getting that passion in your life, it does drain your energy a little bit, because it's like you're not feeling it, you're not feeling uplifted. So you need that kind of energy around you. So do be careful on the choices now that you make with relationships. Now, those of you that are single, I feel like you need to be perhaps a little bit more pick and choosy. Don't just let anybody in, and just make sure they've got that passion, that enthusiasm, and they can give the love. Now, it's funny as I talk about love, because I want to split love into two ways: love as an emotion and love as a sexual energy. And I feel so, yes, you do like to feel that love and that passion, and that's great. And then it's like you really connect. But then I feel like one or two of you may think, well, that's more important than the sexual energy. But there's going to be a few of you where that side is important as well. So just make sure things do connect. Don't give too much of yourself away until you really know that you've got that chemistry. And if you're not sure, but you're kind of holding back a little bit, I don't think you should do that, because all you're doing is dragging the relationship along a little bit, and you haven't found out whether you got that chemistry. So it's like, I can understand why you're doing it, but I just feel so don't. You need to know you've got that chemistry, that energy, that connection, that passion, that enthusiasm, because if you don't, you will be bored. Okay. Career-wise, I just get the feeling now anything to do with arts, passion, creativity, anything along those lines, I just feel as though is good. But for one or two of you, I just get the feeling, look for somebody who's perhaps a bit spiritual. It's almost like it feels though you and a spiritual person around you could have a lot to talk about, which could be quite interesting. Okay, right. Career-wise, again, make sure you're thoroughly enjoying what you're doing, because if you're not, no, it just doesn't work. And it drains your energy and it affects the rest of your life and it pulls everything down the drain. So don't put up with things. You might think, oh, it's a good job, or, I've got my money coming in, I'm okay. But up here, you're not okay. Why keep doing something just for money or because it's secure and it's making you unhappy? It just is not worth it. So it's like you've got to get out there now, find what you truly want to be doing, find that passion, that enthusiasm, let it come back. It's going to have a positive effect on your life and it will sweep right down to the rest of your life and influence other things in a real big, passionate way. And that's what it's all about. So make sure now you get out there, because you need that passion, that enthusiasm, that creativity. It's going to be so important now as you move forward. Sort of touching on that with money, I just feel as though money's all right, but it's definitely going to be building up. I feel like more money could come in around you, but I feel like if you want that money, you've got to push your creative side forward to go out there and get it and find it. But I just feel as though it is there for you. Okay, so not really worrying about money as such. And I just feel so health, just keep an eye on your arms or your wrist taking a little bit. Keep an eye on your eyes. And I just feel as though I've just got a bit of tiredness, but again, it could be because you're feeling a bit drained because you're not doing things that you should be doing. So make sure you're connecting with your diet now to build your energy levels up, get yourself back on track, and then I feel as though you will be absolutely fine. Okay, so don't worry too much, you'll be okay. And then I feel like as everything like that starts to come together, you really are going to be onwards and upwards. But I do get the feeling now, you Aries, you need to start speaking your mind a little bit and making sure now you're finding the things in life now that you truly want and truly excite you. Because if you don't get it, it's like it's pulling your energy down and you're not going to be feeling it. And I just feel as well, that's not good. You Aries, you're very creative, passionate, fiery people. And when I say fiery, I don't mean necessarily like anger or temper or anything like that. But yes, you can speak your mind. But that fire is like an energy, a passion, and a creative flow. And I just feel so you need to make sure now that you're out there finding that passion, finding that creativity, finding that enthusiasm. And once you've got that, you're going to be on a roll. But if you haven't got that, it's like you're feeling pulled down and it's not good. So do get out there now and make these changes. And I do also feel as you make some of these changes, it will have a bit of ripple effect on your home. So some of you could be thinking about moving. You won't rush into it, but I just know it's there. And I just think it's going to be so good, so positive, and I think it will be absolutely brilliant. So just keep doing it and you'll be okay. So basically now it's onwards and upwards now for the things that you're wanting and you're searching, and do look sort of not so much long term but short to middle term with you Aries. I feel as though sort of things that you can focus on and put your energy into, and yes, it will lead you to where you're going longer term, but I feel like focus your energy there in the now, not so much over there into the future at the moment. Take a sort of step at a time, and I think that's the right way for you to move forward. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I wish you well. I hope it makes sense to you. If you do want any private readings with me, please do get in touch. We could do phone readings, messenger, text, or whatever it may be that you're looking for, and we can get that sorted for you. So I wish you all the best. So please do come back to me in the not too distant future. So thank you very much.